In the 9th grade English Language Arts class at Brooklyn Preparatory High School, we are using Bruce Tuckman's team-building stages of forming, storming, norming, and performing to shape and guide our co-teaching relationship. As the two teachers in this classroom, we share the philosophy that a diverse group of learners can, in fact, learn in the same classroom, but this learning is contingent on our co-teaching relationship and two keys: ample and productive co-planning time and professional team building to help guide that planning time.
My name is Bo Figueroa. I go to Brooklyn Prep High School.
My name is Asha Thompson. I'm in the 9th grade.
My name is Daisy. I'm in the 9th grade, and I'm currently go to Brooklyn Preparatory High School.
My name is Kenneth Minaya. I go to Brooklyn Prep.
Much of our time this year has been focused on writing and creating differentiated materials that would allow all of our writers of all levels to improve their scores. We first assessed their writing in September, prior to any lessons about literary analysis essays. The assessment is modeled after the ELA Regents exam and tests their ability to construct meaning by creating an original thesis statement from a given topic and developing that argument through textual evidence. Their scores are recorded and collected on the class rubric, which is modeled after the ELA Regents rubric. On the first assessment, 61% of students scored a 3 or higher in meaning on the rubric. 30% of IEP students scored a 3 or higher in meaning. Additionally, the data revealed that 36% of all students scored a 3 or higher in development, while 1% of IEP students scored a 3 or higher in development. The data told us we needed to focus on meaning and development, so we devised a scaffolded writing process that would challenge the high-achieving students to analyze text further, while building the foundation of a literary analysis for beginning writers.
You think of a thesis and a theme, then you write them out, then after that you write down, you pick topic, sentences, and evidence that matches your thesis and your theme. Then each day you take one part of the essay at a time. So you'll write your introduction, then you'll do your 3 body paragraphs and your conclusion. And then after that, the teacher comments, and then you get it back. And after you get it back, you write your second draft, you do peer review, and then you go in a computer lab, you type it, you send it to yourself, then you print it, you hand it in, then the teacher goes over it, peer edit, then after peer edit, you go back to your email and just correct it, and that's your final draft, and you hand it in.
We realized that our primary focus needed to be on discovering a meaningful theme, turning it into a complex thesis statement, choosing relevant textual evidence, and explaining how such evidence proves the thesis true. So we began our endeavor to institutionalize a class writing process. We created essay packets. This included a Model 6 essay, a pre-writing outline page, a formula for writing an introduction paragraph, another formula for writing the 3 body paragraphs, and a final formula for the conclusion. We created the packet to fit the needs of the variety of learners in the class. It allows for various pacing depending on skill level. The packet mirrors our daily lessons, so students can refer back to the lesson notes while writing in their packets. And the exemplary essay is included so students can see what college-ready writing looks like and use it as a model.
Packets are, for me, a very good thing because they help me organize my thoughts more clearly, step by step. It didn't jump from one to another. It helped me stay on track with what I'm missing and what I'm not. And it also it's like very helpful for me. Like not just me, but probably everybody else thought it was helpful. Because at the beginning of the school year, I did not understand how to write an essay because I never did something like that before. I always just wrote like 3 sentences max per paragraph. I never stretched out my sentences, never had full thoughts about it. Specific lessons that I found very helpful in class was the thesis lesson, narrative hooks lessons, the transitions, and the organizing your thoughts. Those really helped me a lot. And
The packet helps me because everything is all written out and it's easier to understand. So you gotta do is just write it to the way that it's supposed to be written.
I didn't really understand how to create a thesis. That was my main struggle during the whole essay, especially in the speak essay, which was the essay that we did before the fences essay.
Think of a thesis statement. They made a formula called subject plus opinion equals thesis statement.
There is a difference between the way you and Miss Mauer teach it and the rest of my teachers have, because you take time to really prepare us for the next level, and you basically just take your time. You take it slow, step by step, than what other teachers have, where they just tell you to answer this in a question format, and like sometimes they didn't really explain themselves very much. So it was very confusing before, but now it's not that confusing because you guys take it step by step, tell us what should be included, what should not be included, tell us the right things from the wrong things.
Beginning, my writing wasn't like good, but then the formulas helped me to understand what a thematic essay should be about.
This year, we repeated the same essay writing routine for 3 class texts, allowing the students to repeat the process over and over. By the second essay, 86% of students scored a 3 or higher in meaning, along with 38% of the special ed students. 57% of all students scored a 3 or higher in development, with 36% of IEP students scoring a 3 or higher in the same category.
Alone, if you treat people well, people want to be around you. But if you don't treat them well, you will start pushing people away. That what Troy Maxon did in the play Fences by August Wilson.
Fences are boundaries you can't pass. In life there will be fences everyone will have to face and struggle with. In the play Fences by August Wilson, the Maxon family can't escape the sins of their father.
We don't choose our lives choose us. Loving oneself is first because trying to please others aren't going to get you the love you want. In the novel Bronx Masquerade by Nikki Grimes, 18 ninth grade individual teenagers express themselves throughout poetry in their English class to share who they are and their background.
Young ones in the masquerade. Being strong is not always easy, especially for teens who are verbally abused and therefore have low self-esteem. The novel Bronx Masquerade by Nikki Grimes explores the life of teenagers who have struggled and are trying to find themselves through the art of poetry.
Knowing who you really are can be hard, especially for teenagers. In Bronx Masquerade by Nikki Grimes, Deandra is a tall girl who wants to be an artist, but everyone always sees her as a basketball player because she's tall.
When the initial data told us that the students needed targeted instruction, we immediately set the goal that every student would earn a 3 in meaning or development by the end of the year. We were unable to reach that goal, but the materials we created were a result of our consistent collaboration and dialogue, and these rich materials proved to meet the needs of all levels of learners.